just as his mother burst.
How's it going, everyone? AbyssMaw here, and today I'm joined by... That was actually really good. I don't care. That was really good. Ooh, this daily run's a lost run. Oh, that's SumOrphans. He's my boy, duh.
Go subscribe to my channel, and I won't post any content.
I won't post anything. Love you. Bye. Go subscribe, and I will never, ever post again. Yeah. My video currently is blowing up, but have you seen it?
Which one?
The Rock and Stone.
The Rock and Stone?
Yeah, I played a Tainted Isaac run after a really long time of not playing Tainted Isaac. And I got
You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, death and misery.
Huh? Well, no, like I thought Tainted Isaac was total trash. Fuck, man. And I really didn't like him. But then I got Rock Bottom and Kidney Stone.
You baited the whole what do you call that community? What's that mining game?
Oh yeah, no, I was definitely doing a reference to that.
Deep Rock.
But I thought it was gonna be too like vague, so then I just went with like. Have you seen the thumbnail yet?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Oh, okay, I was like, it's just Travis Scott just hurling a fucking bowler and.
He's like, Rock and Stone. There's a fucking boulder at my face. I'm like, dude.
I really love that.
What the fuck is up with that?
Yeah. Oh shit, that would have hurt. Guys, I have no idea how many times like these little fuckers, the haunted chest killed me as Tainted Lost. Cause I would run up just to do the thing and whoa, let's go, baby. I would run up just to grab the shit and then I would die.
I'm sounding really like sophisticated in my like easy like 4-sentence writes about anything.
Yeah.
It's just for like a daily grade,
yeah, they want you to make sure you're still tuning in.
Yeah.
Guys.
What do you call it?
Guys, don't. Guys, don't. Oh, bitch. Mother bitch. Bitch.
What are you talking about?
I died as the Lost on the first floor.
Let's go.
Let's go, the baby. Let's just get a normal run. We don't need to do nothing special. I'm sorry, guys. Curse of the XL. Let's go.
But I was like, I found like stand-up comedy is fake, right? So I'm writing about it.
How stand-up comedy is fake?
It's not fake, but you know how like they come up with stories.
Yeah, Have you always thought those were real?
I mean, like I mean, like.
You're just gullible, Sean. You thought wrestling was real.
I thought, like, you know.
You thought the Underminer was a real person, or the Undertaker was a real person.
Like he
just walked at people like that, just.
And they're like, oh
yeah,
God.
Dude, I watched like some wrestling recently, just like, cause you know it's still a thing. It's still like going on active, sort of thing like that. And it was particularly like two women fighting, and they were literally, it's like porn. It's like redneck porn.
Yeah, redneck porn.
I don't know who else it is for in terms of like, well, the community or something like that. But they just like, they like pretend to throw each other, and instead of like hitting them while they're on the ground or something like that, they'll like shake their ass in their face instead or something.
That's like the grand finisher.
Yeah, they just like shake their ass and they're like on their head, and then the person getting the ass shaken on them is like, oh.
Yeah, I can't shake my head.
Yeah, they're like whipping their head around and being like, oh my God.
The steak is too hard.
The ass is being shaked on me. Yeah, they totally started like doo-doo fetishes, like with that kind of with that kind of wrestling.
I don't think it went that far, but
nah. Well, okay, no, it definitely does, because they don't have any like big-breasted wrestlers, and then she's like macking them in the head with her breasts. It's always just their big, hardly covered fannies, and it's always just showing them like going oh with like an ass in their face.
But like scat, like shit in mouth.
No, but I mean,
like shit in
you're
hand.
on this like stage with all these lights like pointed at you, and like it's getting hot up there, and you still have like 3 more choreographic scenes to go through.
I get what you're saying. But I got lost on how like an ass shake in front of your face like related to scat fetish.
I didn't mean like, scat in general, but like there are fetishes where people just like want to get sat on by a butt and then farted on by that butt. So it's not scat exactly. I don't know exactly what it is, but
I think Celia knows what she's talking.
Celia knows.
I mean, Celia,
why don't you?
That fetish? What's that fetish that people like sit on the faces and?
I want to say it's just a subcategory of poo-poo fetish.
She's like, it's subscat.
It's subscat. That's vile.
I looked up subscat and.
Is that really what it is?
No.
Oh.
No. I'm getting like 2019 Dodge Challenger scat price. Scat pack options. I don't know.
The scat pack. I'm a scat pack.
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of shit, but no. But
something's wrong.
I mean, whenever I first saw wrestling, I was like, "Oh no way, this is cool.
This is epic."
And then like I saw them like.
You're a sheep, Sean.
Okay, well this is where I break out my sheepness. I saw them do that thing where like they throw them into the wires of the ring.
Oh yeah, and then they like run back at the person like they have no control over like their body after they've been thrown against these wires.
And they just clothesline.
Yeah, they're like oh, and they just run at them like with their arms in the air, like they don't want to get hit, and then you're gonna get hit anyway.
You just like imagine like their arms above their head and like I don't know how to describe it, but they're like running to like.
It seems like they're acting like somebody who's been hit in the head really fucking hard, so they're dazed.
That reminds me of a cat we have.
That does that. We call her WWE because she's retarded and fake.
Call her Rockstone. Or Stone Cold.
Stone Cold? Why?
I just call her
Sounds like a JoJo villain. Stone Cold. Stand name Ice.
Ice. It's like, ow, son, what are you doing? What's your stand doing? He's throwing ice at you.
Ice.
Ice cubes.
Not cool, yeah, it's just ice cubes. What if it was like miniature versions of Ice Cube? Just
like
he's like special victims unit freeze, and then just throws like
free. Oh,
because he's from Law and Order.
Like the actor, I thought you were like.
Okay, yeah. Do you mean like glasses of iced tea?
Yeah.
Scab or fucking 8-ball?
I personally like.
I'll take the scab for now.
Okay, well, fuck me.
I'm sorry. Well, because this is good, because I came into this devil deal with all this HP.
I came into this world.
Or come.
For script. I came into this world.
Yeah, I got told I should do voice acting.
It'd be pretty cool to epic of you.
I just don't know what I would do.
I don't know either. I feel like my voices only include like me here and then me as deeper.
Because like anything higher would just be like.
Yeah, I can't do high. I don't know what it is, but I can't be like me, come on, me.
Like something miniature. I can't be something miniature.
I can't be small. I'm just a big personality.
But
well, this floor is a fucking waste.
With my team, I was just making like goofy sounds because I don't know, I'm fucking retarded and something. So I was going like.
Yeah. You sound like a.
And all that stuff, and like it would be dead quiet, and I would just be like, "Yeah, get up here."
I do like your funny sound effects. I feel like I can't give you a compliment though, because then it just sounds like I'm your hype man originally, because I'm your fucking like brother.
because no one else finds it funny, but
Yeah.
you do, so you're like, yeah, keep doing that. This shit's funny.
Yeah, like, haha, that's my bro. It's like, it's not like that, I swear, but there's got to be a part of you and me that is both like, ugh, like, yeah, he's like, you're just trying to make me feel better.
A motherfucker like me can never take a compliment. I'm like one
Some
of those girls
bitch.
that, like, I'm like one of those girls be like, oh wow, like you tell her like, oh wow, you're like actually so pretty, and she's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
And then you're like, okay, well.
I don't know what those people want from you. Like, you just gave them what they needed and what they desired, and they just like, they just fucking canned you with a brick to the head.
Yeah, Kager fucking did that whenever we first started dating.
Ah, piss nugget.
Huh?
I said piss
What was that
nugget.
last one?
Piss
Oh,
nugget.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be done that way. If I get canceled, it's for my crimes against the homeless.
I bashed the homeless.
No, okay, so I was joking. So that joke originally started because my coworker, he flies drones, and he was telling me about a time where the people called the cops on him because he was inadvertently like flying a drone around a park, or the drone was high enough to be seen from the park, and a bunch of parents, I guess, at the park freaked out. And their reasoning being was they read something online about how kids were being scouted from drones and then kidnapped.
Why?
First of all, that's way too much fucking work. Second of all, the fucking camera it doesn't matter how good your drone is. If it's like 100 feet in the air, we're not gonna like see shit. I'm gonna die.
You see ants.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can't scout some kid and be like, yes, he's delectable.
I want to go so fat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't do that with a drone. So like these people, from his point of view, they just seem like assholes, just trying to like hate on a hobbyist. And that was what he had first said. He's like it's nothing bad. I'm just a hobbyist.
Whenever they're like,
when they like, yeah, they pull a gun on him.
And torches and everything.
Yeah.
Like, guys, just stop. I'm just a hobbyist.
I am a hobbyist. Start throwing rocks at his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of that, like, he even had to like talk the cops down and be like, yeah, I get it, I know it. And he like, there's a bunch of regulations and stuff on it now. Before, they didn't care if you flew a drone until some idiot flew one into airspace and almost like killed a bunch of people.
God,
it literally is what happened. After that, FDA was like, oh, yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, this is something I guess we have to regulate now.
Oh my god, am I really gonna be on this much help? So yeah, he like whipped out his paperwork and all that. And then the joke was like, I wasn't watching the kids, I was watching the homeless people. I eat homeless people. And then the cop didn't do anything. No, I said he should have. He's like, no, that would have been really fucking funny.
It really would have.
Yeah, because it's like, they wouldn't have done anything about that. And then I started thinking about it. It was like, oh man, I think we have like a predisposition for like Dahmer shit happening. Cause like that whole like documentary is like about cops having so many opportunities to like nip that in the bud. And they just didn't. For some fucking reason. So like I was totally like, yeah, you could have probably oh my god, I got saved by the regeneration. I see, Sean, if I took fucking what do you call that thing? If I took Magic 8 Ball, I would have died.
Oh well, that's stupid. So.
Yeah. No, so anyway, fucking it's really funny. And I just kept running with that joke, sort of thing like that. And I was doing it a lot today. It's like, man, I'm so hungry. I could eat that homeless person under 1604 underpass.
I like that's specific, like under that.
Yeah, like it was so
bridge.
specific. And I was even joking to my other coworkers, like, you know, you're laughing, but this could have been like, this is your red flag. Like, you could totally stop me, or like, you have the power to keep another homeless man from perishing, but you're just gonna keep laughing. Yeah, this is your moment, and you're just gonna laugh. I was guilting her about this hypothetical, this homeless person I'm gonna eat.
Hey, but like honestly, like,
But
like it's just like wow, like is this guy really eating homeless?
so
people?
that was gonna be my next question. Is like, what would have been that? Like, how big does the red flag have to be before you yourself decide I'm gonna call the cops like immediately when I'm in a safe place?
Yeah.
Like, what would somebody have to do, or no, what would somebody have to say in order for you to be like, I need to call the cops when this person isn't aware?
Like, cause like that's just like you're human at first.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, I wish I could eat a homeless person right now. But then like, I feel like if you like kept saying it, like you're a week into it, you're like, God,
Yeah.
dude, I was eating this one homeless person last night.
Yeah.
God, he was so lean.
Yeah, they were gonna be like, well, he didn't like correct himself in saying he was like eating some steak fries or something like that. He just kept saying he ate a homeless person.
He ate a homeless person.
But even, I think even then you still wouldn't say anything, because then you're just thinking like, ah, this fucking joke is tiring.
this bit is a bit too long. It's not that funny anymore.
I think I would have to see like a fucking human finger, or like a toenail stuck in his teeth or something for me to like actually be like, ooh, I should call the cops or have him investigated.
Like, hey, what do you have for lunch, Christian? Like, oh, you know, steak and eggs.
That guy's name was.
Like, that's like an odd thing to have, like steak and eggs. Like,
Yeah.
you look at steak and eggs, so you're like, oh, steak and eggs.
Now you just sound paranoid. It's like that's not a lunch menu item.
Because you don't fucking eat, you don't bring steak and eggs to
Oh,
work.
okay. So it's like I had to come up with something in order to lie, and it was too like blatantly obvious that.
Yeah, you, the fucking homeless eater, like got caught off guard, and you had to make up something on the fly. And you're like, oh, ramen and chow or chamao or something.
Yeah,
like
like yeah, and you're like, oh,
you're
fuck.
like, oh, okay.
Okay, now my next question is, what's chamao?
I meant like, I don't know. I was trying to think of like an Asian
like I said, a dog brand or like a dog food brand or something.
Something like that, chow or some shit.
I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. I won't push you on that one.
And you're like, oh, okay. It's like, have good eats. And then like
after that, you kind of like hurriedly rush to your phones, like,
no.
some stuff has been going on for a while.
You walk behind him and like pretend to get coffee, and then like you look over his shoulder, and then like you see that
You see like a knuckle bone in there or something like that.
You see like an oddly like human bone,
An oddly human-shaped bone.
like a hand bone or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
And you're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
He said he's having ramen. and
Ramen doesn't have bones in it.
Yeah.
It's really fucking funny.
But at that point, you're still like, oh, maybe I'm just paranoid.
Yeah.
So I kind of get like
why nobody would say anything.
Yeah, because it's just like so odd and like, unless like there's like on news, like homeless people have been going
missing every day, like.
And your coworker's like, I have some good eats.
Eat good eats, yeah, rubbing his big old belly full of homeless.
At that point, I'm like, so what you eat? He's like, and just walks away.
Fucking thing. No. Secret room. Choo whoop. Nope. Secret rooms are supposed to be good for tainted loss, but I'm just not getting it. What was gonna be my follow-up question to that one? Oh yeah, tell me about your 5-page essay about Benjamin Franklin.
Oh my fucking god. This is what made me think it's like, wow,
I'm gonna blow this fucker up.
I'm literally gonna go there and blow it up. It's all satire, Judge. I'm not gonna do it.
In Minecraft. He's gonna recreate it in Minecraft.
I'm gonna blow it up in Minecraft. So, for my psychology class, I had to write a 5-page. This is like a short summary. I had to write a 5-page essay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna be like, So I didn't know it was 5-page. It just said to write a, what do you call that? A book report on an autobiography.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I can do that in a day. You know, look up the book and everything, read it throughout the day of work, and then whenever I get home, type it out. And then so the day comes in the morning. I open up my assignments and I see the assignment. It's like, okay, click on it, and then I fucking see like, yeah, this book report is a 5-page essay, and
like they should start off with essay. I feel like that was genuinely misleading on purpose.
It said like a book report, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so you think,
book
yeah, you don't think 5 pages when you say book report. You never think that.
Yeah.
Book report's like a, you know, a summary, how you felt about the book, your thoughts on some certain topics. That's it. That's not a 5-page project.
No.
Which class again was this?
It was, okay, the crazy part, it was fucking psychology.
Wait, for Benjamin Franklin? Why?
Well, it could have been any autobiography. I chose Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, autobiography. Okay, so they want to be like, look inside this person's perception of himself.
I want to say the doc or the professor was thinking that because in why, like, I don't know, I read it somewhere. It's like autobiographies have a lot of psychology in them, and I was like, what the fuck do you mean? I mean, it had some, like, I guess, fucking I learned that Benjamin Franklin beat him, and due to his passion, and that could have been due to, I forgot.
I forgot
what it was called. But I thought about it, I was like, okay, wow, that's a good instance. And okay, so anyways, I'm gonna try to, so it was a 5-page essay.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh fuck, this is 5 page. Shit. So throughout the day, whenever whenever I was working, whenever I was driving around, I would have the audiobook of Benjamin Franklin's autobiography.
Oh, just going off.
Yeah, because it's free. Because like everyone fucking loves it. So it's like it's on Google Books.
That's smart. That's smart. You smart.
So I just like had it in the background. Well, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird.
What book? Yeah, what is it? Give me a little morsel of taste.
Benjamin Franklin. So I do know Benjamin Franklin was a very intelligent man in reading and writing, and just in that general area. Terrible at math. Loved books. Had a book collection. Growing up, he worked for his father.
At the book farm.
Father. No, it was like a fucking soap, a candle maker place.
Okay.
Candle shop. Fucking poverty.
Yeah. Fucking poor person. Fucking.
Yeah. And then after that, he
asshole.
Asshole. He went under his brother's wing for a printing shop. Whenever he was 12, his brother was abusive. Later on through his apprenticeship, his brother got arrested.
His brother did.
For offending an assembly.
An assembly of people.
He used like assembly as I think like a political group.
Oh, so they offended political people.
Yeah, and like
back then, that's literally all they had to do was fuck, politicize, and kill each other. So
yeah, so like his brother got thrown in jail because he didn't give up his author. Benjamin took over, and then whenever his brother got out, his brother was like, "Thanks," and like starts beating on him because like his pet.
Thanks, Benjamin, brother, and he just starts wailing on him.
Thanks, bro. And then
that's funny. I never thought about like Benjamin Franklin like being like a sniveling like just getting beat like with a belt, be like, I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, it's like, you messed up the printing press.
Yeah, just like lashing his hands on the printing press, spanking his bottom.
With this, I can only imagine like Benjamin Franklin in his old time, because like that's whenever they had pictures of him with like his hair and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like all throughout like I was like hearing this, like whenever he was young, that's all I had. Like his fucking like 50-year-old head on his
yeah, on a
body.
kid's body. That's exactly
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Because I don't know what he looks like when he's young. You're thinking like, you know, the glasses, the balding head, but with the long hair and like
the
comb
long
back.
sides and all that shit. So that's all I could think about. But Benjamin Franklin actually doesn't regret or doesn't despise his brother, for his brother's meetings were all in passion.
In passion, he's like, "I love you so much."
I think that's yeah for his.
That just sounds like that just sounds like he's like playing it off. He's like, "Oh yeah, he you don't understand. He gets cranky after work. It's you don't know him like I do."
That's what I thought too, but Benjamin later on like leaves to New York, Philadelphia, and all that shit.
New York.
Oh
yeah, it's not that kind of
very well known. Yeah.
In 1822, he sailed the ocean blue.
And then I noticed a noticeable part. So he went to like England.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went to England. He went to England to
British people be like,
to talk to a governor's friend so he can get a press.
I don't think I have any British followers.
Bro, they do.
Yeah, I think my fucking career is done.
Oh, mate, what you got against British people?
No. I actually made fun of the British like several times in like just video thumbnails, so I think I'm where I need to be, you know.
You're like, God, I hate that Christian person who makes fun of me for no reason.
I am a British.
But yeah, whenever he was in, so he brought one of his good friends to England, and
he's like, you all look at this gaff. She ain't got no teeth.
She ain't got no teeth. No, this guy.
I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm a dick.
Teeth all fucked up, mate.
Oh, what? They didn't have British stereotypes back then. They were just the white
They're all
folk.
the same.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They didn't care. So,
he's in England.
His friend, yeah, later on, like, yes, his friend like meets a new girl, and then that's very like, good, like very well-rounded girl, funny, all that talks, and all that jazz.
I really hate hearing about like these like relationships that happened back then, because they'll do something fucked like marry their like sister's cousin. Or they'll find out they've been cousins and they just keep fucking. Oh no, is it getting there?
No, well, Benjamin Franklin was like, man, I really like this girl. And then he tries to put the move on her, and she's like, no. And then he tells his best friend
that she's a slut and she's not to be trusted.
No, she tells his best friend.
Oh.
His best friend is like, what the fuck, dude? I'm not gonna talk to you.
Was it like an egregious social interaction they had? What?
I just found it like crazy. I just found it like out of Benjamin Franklin's character to try to like
woo a woman.
The woo a woman that his best friend was having a relationship with.
Oh, so it's she was in a relationship with a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a woman they knew. So you think she lied or something like that?
No. What?
All women born before 1952.
No, Benjamin Franklin wrote in his biography that he did this, that he tried to
that he did try to woo her.
Yeah, he tried to like play a move on her.
Oh, okay, so he's just a scumbag.
Yeah, and then like he later on said, this is just one of my biggest regrets. And like
he got so horny he couldn't help it.
Dude, that's what I thought. It's like, man, this fucker got horny? No way he gets
like horny on Maine.
And so like and then like his best friend stopped talking and all that shit.
That makes sense though. You can't
Well,
you can't be doing that shit. The friend was?
Yeah, and he always borrowed from Benjamin Franklin and all that shit. So yeah, and then. And like I said, it's just like out of character of hearing like Benjamin Franklin like getting pussy.
Yeah.
Other
Fucker.
than his wife, I'm pretty sure, and having a son and all that. But and then he went back to England, and then he was living in the house with the people. He had a daughter the same age as him.
Oh boy.
And they try to hook each other up, or the parents try to hook him.
Hook him, yeah.
And I don't know what happened, but it didn't work out. The family moved, and then Benjamin Franklin, like after that affair, Benjamin Franklin was like, I'm just gonna call him Franklin. Franklin was like,
Frankie boy.
Frankie boy. Franklin was like, damn.
I'm kind of horny.
Yeah, it's like I should find a mate.
I should.
And he puts in his autobiography. I had something along the lines. I have interactions with lower women.
Lower women. Wait, is that a racial thing?
No, lower women, like whores.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, this, no way, like, no way, America's greatest,
like greatest founders.
Founders is like going through a midlife crisis, going through whores and all
He
that
just
shit.
sounds like a rich white dude. I've told you about these people before. They'll come into the shop and like they'll blatantly show how they're like spending money on like Russian whores or something like that. And they literally have like they're like millionaires, and they're so lonely and unable to like reciprocate human like social like cues. They just send a bunch of money to like people overseas. I feel like Thomas or Frankie is that.
Well, he's actually okay. Whenever he's with his best friend, he said they did just spend a lot of money on like entertainment and all that shit, that saving his money and all that jazz. But he didn't really like talk about like how he spent money on like things.
Yeah.
He didn't say he spent money on whores.
Just
but,
kind
like,
of referred to
women,
being
so...
with lower women, so
yeah. But yeah, that's the main story I got from it. That was like the first 3 chapters.
Don't worry, everyone. You can also be horny on Maine. You could run the country
Benjamin
someday.
Franklin did it, so it's all right for you to do it a couple times.
That's so fucking funny.
That's what, like, whenever I first heard it, it was like, whoa, play that back.
Now rewind.
Pause. Enhance. Yeah, it was fun.
Computing.
Yeah, so, well, throughout the night, I was just like, I was just typing away at this 5-page essay.
Were you doing that shit where you're like kind of pulling it out of your ass?
Well, at the beginning, no, because I actually listened through it, but I was only listening.
You can only stretch
like,
shit so far, though.
Oh, no, I actually stretched it pretty good. I stretched like the first part, like 2 pages.
Hella. Okay.
Like 2 to 3 pages, and like the last, I only made 4 pages because of the time. I turned it in at like 11:30. So like the last 1.5 pages, I was like, I was listening to the audiobook and reading, and just like throwing like the main
Were you just getting words from it and then just
they kind of rewriting them?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was just doing that and like throwing the main indents in there and all that shit. And then like at the end, he didn't finish it. So like, all right, it's like, oh, it's very unfortunate that this autobiography wasn't finished. Well, there's actually like a bunch of other things in the autobiography. I have no idea what it is. I think it is other notes and all that shit. But I was like, I'm not gonna include that because it's about Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah.
So
don't care about him that much.
Yeah. So and then at the end, it was like, how did you feel about this book? Basically, what they wanted to write on the last paragraph.
Fucker.
So I had to bullshit like all this shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
it sounds like the most you took from that was like Thomas, one of the most profound figures in America's history, got horny, like so horny he couldn't help himself but throw himself at his friend's wife.
So I did say that in a way that sounded very. It was actually very good for like my terms. I wrote down like this autobiography actually gave me insight on people's past like behavior, and it shows to me that the past behavior hasn't really changed much between nowadays.
Yeah.
People are still like alcoholics, like just scum people. And,
I guess so, like, how would you say that? Did they just reciprocate bad behavior or something?
Yeah, it's like human behavior hasn't changed ever since 17 whenever this happened, and yeah, I just like I put it in the psychological standpoint. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty good, but it wasn't long enough, so I was like, fuck.
I
It's like
concur
bullshit,
with my previous thoughts on.
So yeah, I turned it in. I don't know what I got on it. I just wanted like a passing grade.
You
or,
just
like,
want to get something
on
on it, yeah.
Yeah. It took me like until I got home for work till like 11, till like 5 or 6 to 11.
That's good shit, Sean. I'm proud of you. You're getting the shit done.
I want to blow everything up.
You just want to commit an act of terror.
Yeah, like whenever I first saw it, I was like, holy! I just had so much rage in me. I was like, holy shit!
It's been a good while since I've like been consumed by rage. I'm not being like edgy or anything like that, but it's been a good while since I've just wanted to rip someone's skull in half.
Like it happens. Like everyone experiences like just absolute fucking rage just go through their body. And like
It's fucking scary.
it's just some people do act on it, but like I was in the car whenever I saw the 5-page essay. I was like, wow, I really just want to like ram the car into like the fence in front of me and all that.
Oh shit, guys, hold on. This is actually pretty pog. I'm probably gonna get rid of. Oh no, I shouldn't get rid of Guppy's tail. Hold on. Fuck. We'll do this. Check this out. It killed pretty fast. Just Gabby. I also have the wafer, so we're gonna start using this here. I got a big fucking stick now. But yeah, that's funny. So aside from that, or like let's try to recall. When was the last time you've been so mad you like I said you just wanted to rip someone in half?
I probably had to be like, you know, like during like major emotional events like breakups and all that shit.
You really got mad during breakups?
Dude, not because of like not because like they broke up with me, but for like kind of the reasons they broke
Just
up.
the reasons, yeah.
It's like that sounds like bullshit. I just rather like know your honest opinion. But,
okay.
But I don't know. I never like whenever I saw the first page, like the 5-page essay, I was like, that's the most angriest like I've ever been in a long time. And like the second like
you've been so zen until now.
Yeah, and like the second angriest is like, oh actually, oh my god. It was at work, right? And I was turning this gas on for this mid-aged house, not made in the 70s like mine right now, but you know, it has been fairly aged.
Yeah,
it has been redone and all that shit. But you know how like people don't do the inside, so it's kind of gross.
Yeah, they fuck it up.
Or like they just don't like do like inside the walls or anything. They don't do anything of that. They do everything on the outside. Yeah. They do everything on the outside, but like on the inside of the walls and everything, they just keep this shit like the insulation from the 70s with all the lead and shit. Well, so it was like that kind of house, and the water heater was fairly old, and it was like a millennial couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you? You're like 23.
Like 24. Wait.
Wait.
22. Yeah, 24.
24. They were, I want to say that age, like 26 or something like that.
Yeah.
And
I'll
so
meet some
water
people and
heater.
they're like a little bit younger than me, and it kind of trips me out. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting on.
No, yeah. Oh my god, that like another experience was like with my team. I quoted Vine and like, you oldie. I was like, what?
That's
No.
not old. That's fucked. They called you old for Vine?
Yeah, like, you old head. I was like, huh?
That's
It's not that old, but like,
it's
they were,
not
like,
that
they're
old.
18,
But I guess
which is,
they
like,
yeah, they didn't grow up with it. Or they
Yeah.
they didn't at least have it in like social interactions like we did.
they have it, but that's in like they weren't there for the
Like
Vine era.
yeah, like it was practically dying by the time they actually
Got
like
phones
saw
all
it
that
and
shit.
understood it. Yeah. That's really fucked.
So it's like, oh shit, he's 18. Wow, holy shit. So I was like, I was tripping out, and yeah, what were we talking about?
Rage and you
Oh,
going into this house.
So yeah, these guys are like 26, whatever. And I went to the water heater. Well, the water heater is fairly old, and I looked for leaks and all that because you can't have water heater on with leaks. It's just dangerous.
Yeah.
And I saw that it was kind of leaking, and water. It was wet.
Sorry.
It was wet, like the hose that goes into the water heater. It was wet and all that shit.
Water
And it had,
wet.
It was kind of wet. And it had like the calcium buildup, the green scum, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
On there.
Ugh.
And so I told him, it's like, sir, I'm not going to turn this water heater on because it's leaking. He was like, oh, really? Let me see. And I
Check
pointed it
again.
out. Oh my god, this is my second ever time, like second most I've ever been in.
I was gonna say, am I getting all these like on the mark? That's fucked.
No, that's the thing. It's like, holy fuck. So he didn't say that. Like, let me see. He's like, oh, really? Let me see again. Oh, let me see. And so I showed him. And I pointed it out. Like, I pointed my finger directly on it. It's like I was right there. And I touched it too. It's like, see, sir, it's still wet. And like, he touched it too. It's like, oh, that's condensation.
Oh,
I
he
was
was trying to get you to like.
He's trying to fuck it. Oh my, I don't know what he was doing, but I was like,
I feel like he was trying to be like. I feel like he was trying to like egg you on, be like, no, that's something else. You're thinking of something else.
That cannot be it. And I was like, no, sir, this is probably not condensation because it's a fair amount.
It's like it's a puddle, sir. It's a
that
puddle.
cannot
Yeah.
be condensation. I know what condensation looks like. And he was like,
Did he just
"Are
not want
sure?"
you to like leave without turning on his water heater?
A little bit, and I was like, he was like, "Are you sure, sir? Because the tenants came by, or the owner came by and redid this whole thing actually." And I was like,
Yeah, it feels like he was trying to like lead you on to a stretch so you could just be like, ah, okay, like,
"Oh, sure."
yeah. But no, that's not how that works. It's
No, like I asked him, it's like, it doesn't look like this has been redone. It's because the
looks
calcium
fairly
buildup
old,
was
yeah.
still on there, and if he had like he touched it with any tool, like any crescent wrench or anything, it would have been knocked off. You know, that shit was like building out like fucking stalagmites and shit.
It's like a barnacleizing.
Yeah, I didn't say that though. I was like, "Are you sure, sir? Did you see it? Did you like physically see him like replace it?"
Yeah, it's
He
like,
was
are you sure
"Yeah."
you're not being an idiot?
And he was like, "Yeah, I saw him." I was like,
I dropped my fucking to gauze, ruin everyone.
"Okay, sir. Well, I'm still not gonna turn it on."
Yeah.
He's like, okay. And so I turned on the gas and everything. And whenever I walked in, he was like, "How old are you, sir?" He didn't say like, "Oh, is everything good" or anything like that. He was like, "How old are you?" I was like, "Oh, 20." It's like, "Yeah, I thought you were pretty young." And I was like,
As if like,
okay.
what does that have to do with anything?
No, I was like, I didn't think about it like anything at the time. I was like, "Yes, sir." It's like, "Don't smoke around gas pipes and all that shit." I was like, "Yes, sir. I try not to." And I leave and everything. And then I think about it. I think about like, yeah, and I think about the interaction that we had at the water heater. And I think about like his tone whenever he said it. He said it like questioningly. It's like, "How old are you, sir?" I don't know. He said it weird. And then I thought about it, I was like, did this motherfucker think I was so young that I didn't know
Not to like,
what leaking
not to
is
blow
versus
yourself up
condensation
and
is?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like thinking about, does this motherfucker think I'm like retarded or some shit? And I just got like angry.
Really angry
as I
at
thought
him?
about it, because like he probably thought I was like a dumb little young kid that was unable to do my job, that I was entrusted to do the job, that I've been paid to do the job, that I've been trusted to make sure these houses don't fucking blow up.
Blow up.
And I was just like, I was just like angry by the minute. And then at that point, like I was like down the road, I just like screamed really loud in my car, like, ah!
Oh, I feel that, like the rage, frustration kind.
Yeah, it's like you just like want to do something.
I
get it out real quick.
had a guy doing that to me today, and I didn't think it was that bad of an interaction. But my coworkers were like egging me to like, hey, you should, yeah, go take a break, man. You deserve it, like kind of thing like that. I was like, oh, okay. The guy brought in a fucking return, and it was like he bought it from Walmart. It basically had a UPS label, fucker. And it was just a case of Gatorade. It was a case of Gatorade that had tape all around it, like packing tape all around it, and they just taped the label on top of like the lids of the Gatorade bottle. So the fucking label was like porous and had like a bunch of marks on it. And then like I immediately knew what he was gonna fucking do. They always do this when they come in and put down a shitty packaged item without saying anything. They're like, well, they sent it to me that way. It's like, fuck you. Like, I don't care how they sent it to you. Obviously it was bad, otherwise you wouldn't be returning it. But I'm not gonna ship it that way. I have the packing standards, and I am the one who gets yelled at if I fuck those standards up.
I am the one who.
No, so I immediately knew he was gonna do that because he didn't say anything, and I immediately grimaced at him like, so do you have a box we could put this in? He's like, nope, that's how they sent it. I was like, fucker, you said the line.
You said the line.
Yeah.
You said it.
I was like, nope, that's how they sent it. And it's like, I understand that, but this has to go into something. It's like, well, it went that way. It's like, sir, that's a UPS label. And like, I caught him on it. Like with that, he's like, oh, well, they still sent it that way. It's like, we have packing standards, sir. Like, I wasn't trying to be a dick, but obviously I could not ship this. It was like already falling apart, and it was literally like, just think of the case of Gatorade with like that really thin like membrane of cardboard at the bottom that holds it like on the shelves.
Yeah, like it comes in the pallets and everything.
Yes, it was just that. Like, and that was being held together by tape too. Like it was not, they shouldn't have shipped it that way, and he should have known better. He should have known better than trying to return that shit. Like the way it was, or not expecting me to, like, somebody to say something. So I told him, I was like, no, sir, we're gonna have to package it. Like, he went through and paid for it, but the whole time he was like, well, can I get this in writing then? I was like, what? It's like, I want you to say that I, Christian, like so-and-so, denied taking this package. I was like, I can't really give that in writing because it's incredibly unofficial and doesn't do anything for you.
I mean, like, you write it on pen and...
Yeah, anybody could have done that. Like,
yeah.
They don't know it's from me. And if if I did do that, and I would have like told them too, it's like, I didn't fucking do that. Like,
yeah, that's not my handwriting.
Yeah. Like, why the hell would I do that? Because it's a stupid fucking request. And he was just being that way the whole time about it, but I could tell he was like getting upset because I just wasn't taking any bait, and I wasn't getting upset, and he definitely wasn't shaking me when he was saying like, I want all this in writing. He was like, yeah, I can do that for you. And I even said, like, yeah, I'll do that for you. He's like, yeah, I want it in writing. He's like, yes, sir, I can do that. He's like, you'll get it to me in writing? He's like, yes.
I will. Do it in writing?
That's
in writing.
Yeah, I was like, I even did it. I was like, that's exactly what I just said, sir. And he's like, oh. Well then. And he was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck do you want, dude? And even then, he's like, just being an asshole about it. So then I charged him and everything, but then he wanted to speak to my manager. I was like, yeah, that's fine too. She was gone, but then she came in like towards the end of the transaction after I had already charged him and like was about ready to pack it. And then she just tells me, is like, oh yeah, we can just comp the packaging. Is like, but FedEx didn't even ship the items. Like, why would we do that? He's like, oh, just for the sake of a customer being, you know, helped.
Giggles.
Yeah. Well, no, because recently we've been getting reviews, and like FedEx, or the place I work at, is taking reviews really fucking seriously for no reason. To the point to where we offer, in order to make the experience not bad, we offer to comp the shipping or the packaging on.
Give a hand.
Yeah, from somebody behind the counter, like. No, but they comp the packaging for like one return, at least one return. And I was like, cool, that makes sense, but this doesn't really apply to that. And she's like, nah, just do it. I was like, well, I already charged him, so it's, if anything, it's just more of a fucking hassle. Now that I had a bullshit live being like, oh yeah, we just charged the company. Like this and that. He didn't say anything about it, but at the same time, I was like, I do not want to give this motherfucker satisfaction.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like really like uptight about getting something in writing from me and this and that, and oh, what do I do here? Do I get rid of flying? I get rid of flying. So yeah, it was fun that way, but yeah, that guy I wanted to rip in half. Cause he immediately just did everything that was like just what we all hate. Like if you ever do that, just know you're a shitty person.
I was thinking about it, it's like what goes through their head like whenever they do that.
It's just people being like entitled for like that kind of bullshit.
Honestly, like baffles me.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It baffles me. I was like, why the fuck would you go in expecting this to be okay? Like. It's obviously not. And yeah, it was just getting really worse like that. Hold on. Am I doing everything good? I think so. I need a Mega Satan kill. I did not realize that. I'm so fucking stupid, guys. I was not playing like I needed a Mega Satan kill. This is yeah, no, it's a definite uh-oh moment. We can try it though. Wait, do I? Yeah, I have delirium. All right, let's try it. Oh, fuck. I should have just gone back the way I came. Yeah, it's back the way it came. Verp? What does that do? Last pill I took? Health up. Oh, shit. I did it again! So yeah, if y'all ever do that, you're a piece of shit. You'll probably die alone. This man already seemed like he was going to.
It's crazy how like people. It's like you know the business that you're working at. Surprising, right?
Yeah,
people
exactly.
Still fight you over it. I have multiple people like ask me, it's like, well, why can't you turn this with this water heater on?
Yeah, it's like if that was a fucking option for me, I wouldn't have given it to you. Like I would have given it to you. Like
yeah, it's like, sir, the combustion chamber that's supposed to be sealed off from the world is fucking open and on the ground. I'm not gonna touch this
it's
thing.
ready to combust.
Yeah, it's called a combustion chamber. You don't think that should have been hidden? Like should be
like
sealed away,
protected even?
Yeah. I don't say that. It's like, if it's been tampered with, I don't like touching it because it could fall back on me if anything would happen.
Yeah, guys, I'm fucking bopping. I'm going.
And then like I explained to them like the dangers of a water heater.
The danger.
And well, what mostly gets them is the carbon monoxide not venting out.
Yeah, so you just like fucking die like a quiet death. Like you don't even know. You just go to sleep.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll tell you later. Hold on. But so like I tell them, I was like, yes, sir. I'm not gonna. I need to stop saying. I'm not turning on this water heater because if you come over here and I show them like what I do to test out if the
you'll fucking die.
Yeah, you can feel like the hot air coming out where it's not supposed to. You're not supposed to feel any hot air, and if you get a lighter and you put it to like a spot where Do you know how to water heat? Like...
It's convection, isn't it? Or does it depend on the model?
It's convection most of the time.
Okay, everyone, for those of you who don't know, convection is basically using physics in order to make water flow. For instance, cold water will sink to the bottom and hot water will rise. Therefore, it creates a current where hot water will go out of the top nozzle and cold water will come out of the bottom. It's all in the same tank. That's why when you say you're running out of hot water, it's because you use up all the water and it doesn't have time to heat, so you're basically just pulling from a cold drum.
Okay, but I'm talking about air.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So, like...
Fuck you, Sean.
Hot air, hot carbon monoxide is supposed to go out, and there's a draft diverter that spaces...
When you mean hot, do you mean like undercut, like big titties hanging out, or...
Yeah, big titties carbon monoxide.
Big
like,
titty carbon
shit.
monoxide. Somebody draw it! Somebody do it!
My boner pushes, like, the water heater.
Yeah, my boner's the thing that makes convection flow. My fucking boner. Anyway, go on, I'm sorry.
So there's, like, a little space, so...
We'd be terrible
like,
at podcasts.
I think it would be fun. I think it would be funny.
We should try something like that. I mean, maybe when we get like a bigger following. I've been thinking about doing that with you, and just in terms of I like having our talks together while we play games. Other people seem to share that sentiment in terms of that, but when do we have the time?
It should, like, I just need to get a better. I just need to upgrade my computer. Once I do that, I'll be able to do like all the shit I want to.
A bunch of other shit, yeah.
Stuff. But there's like a space between the venting system, water heater. So whenever Jeff comes down the venting system, it doesn't blow out the pipe. So if you put so carbon monoxide usually comes out of that whenever it's not venting properly. And if you get a lighter to it, the carbon monoxide would actually blow out the flame. And I showed the customers of this. Like, yeah, that's not good. That means carbon monoxide.
That means the silent death. For any of y'all who have never had a fear of death, carbon monoxide poisoning is incredibly terrifying. It could be happening to you right now. The way you feel right now is what carbon monoxide poisoning feels like.
You are dying.
You are dying, yeah.
That's the last thing they fucking hear.
I release carbon monoxide into your home.
He's like, oh, I'm tired.
I'm all sleepy all of a sudden.
And you just hear like, and a thud.
Fall.
Fall. So like I even tell them like, yeah, carbon monoxide is a deadly killer. You don't smell it, and it can cause illness, flu-like symptoms, and worst case scenario, death. You're like, oh, damn, shit.
You should have started with that. I thought this was a minor inconvenience for everyone involved, but...
And then, like, after I tell them that, it was like, damn, okay.
They chill out.
Turn it on, right?
No!
Yeah, so I was like, yeah. I always tell them, like...
Do not turn it on.
Yes, sir, you can turn it on by yourself. I can't stop you whenever I leave, but I highly recommend that you get it looked at before
you die of carbon monoxide.
Yeah, before you fucking blow up your house.
Sean, there is a thing called natural selection. It's okay. You can't save them all.
No, like at that point, like whenever they ask me that, it's like, yeah, you can go ahead and turn it on, but like if anything were to happen, it'll fall back on you. Like you blow up the neighborhood, they're gonna look at you first. They're gonna look at me, and then
you're gonna tell them what the fuck you said.
And then they're gonna look at you. So, and then, there's this. So I don't know what the fuck is up with people and not cleaning out their lint of dryers. But I went to this.
I don't think some people know about it.
Huh?
Well, because even my dryer, I didn't know it had a lint trap until like maybe a few weeks ago, and I've been at this apartment for like almost a year.
Every fucking dryer has a lint trap.
I kind of got that. For some reason, I just assumed Ursula was cleaning it, but then I was like trying to pull it out, or I was trying to pull out my clothes one day, and holy shit. It just was not, what do you call it? Like nothing was drying, and then I noticed like the back panel of my dryer, it looks like just a mesh. It did not occur to me that that was the lint trap, because it's part of the wall of the dryer.
Yeah.
It's actually part of the wall of the dryer. You would not notice it was like something unless you actually put your head in the dryer and read the really tiny print on there that says push to release lint trap.
Or clean me.
No, so then I actually put my head in there. It's like, what the fuck is that? I've never seen that before, or I never even paid attention to it. And then I saw it said lint trap on there. I was like, no fucking way. I tapped it and it fucking sprung out like one of those hot snake like fireworks.
Yeah, like boing.
Yeah, it did. And I was like, oh shit. And like a year's worth of fucking
Dog hair and lint.
yeah, lint just flowed out of it. I was like, ah shit.
Well, no, these people knew. And you know what these fucking did?
What did they do?
First of all, she had nice feet. You know what these fuckers did?
Yo, wait, what?
No, these girls look like, I don't know.
Sean,
It was a joke. It was a joke. Okay.
Okay, so we were gonna talk about that in terms of like, you ever joke about something too hard and.
Yeah. I saw her like barefoot outside and I was like, that's.
You're like, oh.
No, I was like, that's gross. What are you doing? Like,
I wish I was the ground and your feet were your feet.
God, I wish I was the dirt. And I was just, like, I was explaining to them like about the gas and everything. I was just like staring at her like her freshly painted white toes. I'm like, oh, and she's like, sir. I was like,
oh my God, they knew, Sean. They fucking knew. They're gonna tell their friends that they knew, Sean.
Like this weird gas. Yeah, the gas guy came over. He's fucking weird.
He was hardcore dogging at my feet. Like,
actually, I'm scared that people think about that because I look at the ground. Like constantly because like that's just how I walk.
You're just constantly doing that. You do have a fucking heavy head. I'm not surprised.
Okay, well,
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but
It's just a habit because it actually does save me from like stepping on dog shit and all that shit. But anyways,
yeah.
I do have a fat fucking head.
No, I'm just fucking with you, Sean. Don't get a complex.
Well, I just look at the
fuckers
ground,
healed it.
It's like a good practice for me. And well, no, these girls had
2 giant ones. Wow.
Lint
in her toes.
Everywhere. We're not talking about feet anymore.
Oh, well, you should have like put a precursor in there or something. I don't know.
Okay. We're not talking about feet. We're talking about how these nasty bitches
live
their lint. They fucking took it out of the dryer and put it onto a pile right next to the fucking water heater. And
ew, is it just a random pile?
Yeah, it was lint everywhere. First of all, I was like, wow, this is okay. So people don't know this, but you're supposed to clean out that hose that goes to the back of the dryer to like outside because lint goes through that.
Oh, it does?
If you don't do that, lint fucking gets. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that.
You definitely know more about this now.
I definitely do because like I have to like make sure they don't fucking burn up. And the Reddit story told me about it. It's like, yeah, you should probably clean out the back of the hose dryer, and because it fills up with lint. Well, actually, whenever I heard about that story, it's like, hey, clean out your lint hose dryer hose lint, whatever.
Hose.
The first house I went to, so like they had the closet, washer dryer, water heater right next to the dryer. The whole fucking room covered in lint. Like it was caked on to everything.
Like it had been there so long and been getting wet so long and just kind of matted. Yeah,
no, like they didn't clean out anything, so like the lint just like fucking went on the walls, on top of the water heater, just like on everything. I was like, I'd never seen this before. It was actually fucking crazy on how much lint there was. And I was like, I do not want to turn on this water heater because lint is like so flammable. And it actually like causes like it's like a good percentage of household house fires because it's just so flammable. And like the lint was just fucking everywhere. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna tell her about it and I'll turn on the water heater if it works fine, because the flame is inside. It's kind of hard to set fire to like lint whenever it's outside a water heater. But this girl.
You guys see that? I got my wings on my head. Look at that. Blah. No, I finished the run.
I'm taking over your video.
No, this is totally fine. If anything, I finished the run, so I'm gonna let you finish the story here.
Oh, okay. So So there's like lint fucking covered everywhere in the closet, and I was like, I do not want to turn on this water heater because of how flammable lint is. But I was like, fuck it, I'll turn it on anyways.
It's like a hazard you'd never encountered.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hazard that most people don't know about, but it should definitely be talked about.
Yeah.
And so like, I was like, okay, well, it's not venting properly. The water heater wasn't venting properly, so I told her, I was like, I'm not gonna turn on your water heater. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, the newbie I was training was like, I could teach you. I was like, whatever. I gotta do this paperwork. If you want to teach her, go ahead.
I was like,
At that
don't
point,
give them the access to do the thing that will fuck up.
Yeah, I was like, I knew it wasn't gonna catch on fire. I knew the water heater itself wasn't gonna catch the lint on fire. So I was like, you can go ahead and teach her, and everything. So that was like the first encounter of like lint fucking everywhere and being a hazard. Well, with this girl with the pretty feet.
Damn, bro.
I'm just joking. Okay, I was joking. I might like to clarify that, kind of.
Yeah,
But,
and I like fat bitches, Sean.
Oh god.
So funny how I love fat bitches. Expansion? Bull.
Oh, pog.
Pog expansion.
Pog chat. +2. But with these
Or
girls that looked
subcategory?
nasty, they like pulled out the lint out of the dryer.
Mhm.
They fucking placed it on a bin, like not inside a bin, but on top of something that's like just on top of something right next to the water heater. And with this water heater, it didn't have like a sealed off combustion chamber. It was one of those old timey ones where you like pull off a heat shield and stick a lighter in there and light the pilot.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really don't want to light this because this actually could like light the fucking whole like house on fire.
I imagine it as like a like it would have been like that, like just like lighting steel wool on fire, like it's a slow burn and then it just goes whoosh like a Christmas tree.
It's kind of like that. I even took some lint and I was like, I wonder how like actual
flammable it would have been.
And I got the lighter and I lit it.
It's practically a Christmas tree.
It doesn't like whoosh, but it definitely
It spreads.
Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with how much lint like they had just piled up right next to it. I was like, this can easily catch the wood on fire, the dry wood on fire that's been there since like 1970s. So I was like, I'm hesitant on lighting this water heater because like, what if like something just pops out, you know, like a
or like some of
something.
that lint just like goes down there like due to a draft or something like that, and then it just continues to like spark the rest of the lint.
Yeah, and it's just like it lights on the fire, like it's just like a chain reaction. So I was like,
Chain reaction.
I'm gonna light it because it's very unlikely, but it's still a thing. So I light it, make sure it works and everything. Because like there's shields, like so like nothing can get in there. Very little things can get in there.
Yeah.
But it's never like sealed off. It's an old timey one, so it's just like metal plates in front of it, 2 metal plates in front of the fire. So I turned it on and everything, and I was like, okay, so your water heater's on and working fine, but that lint that you have right next to it, that's gonna have to go because that is an I told him it's like that is an extremely like a fire hazard, and that can like literally catch everything on fire in your house. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll take care of that. I never believe customers whenever like I tell them about a problem, then they say they'll take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like, I don't know. Get on Smite, by the way. That's just like a thing.
I'm waiting for you.
That's just like a thing. Like I had no like I had no prior like experience with like people saying they would do something like taking care of problems and like their house blowing up because they didn't do it. I just know how people are, and like they're too lazy to do it.
You just assume it's gonna just like you just left them to their deaths because they like lit their house on fire.
Yeah, because like oh it's been working like ever since fucking 2 years ago. It should be fine.
They
And
just
then, like,
lie
I
to you
leave.
for convenience.
Yeah. So like I leave and then like fucking three minutes later, like I get a call from like my manager or some shit, like, hey, did you go to so and so address? I was like, yeah, I was just there. I was like, yeah, well that fucking house exploded. I'm gonna need you to come in. and like make a police statement. Like, okay,
Okay.
that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
But that's definitely in your like your future, your near future.
that would happen.
That's what would happen.
That's my story about lint. Clean your fucking lint traps.
And with that, everyone, we're gonna end the run here. I do hope y'all enjoyed. That was very fun recording with my SumOrphans friend. And as you can see, we got mad runs with Tainted Isaac. So cool stuff, cool stuff. We just need to get a greedier kill, which I think would be really fun, especially because of his passive. And now I have new reroll runes. So yeah. If y'all enjoyed the video, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Y'all been doing amazing with the support. It's been really nice seeing the channel grow, and I hope to see you on the next one. Boy. Oh wait, it would help if I did that. No. No. Okay. No. Hit that. Hit that. And I'll see you on the next one.